That was the best episode yet. The absolute best episode yet. And yeah, this is the episode discussion / review / whatever the hell it is of season 5 episode 7 of Samurai Jack. Was it a pretty interesting episode? Yeah, it was interesting. Not only that, but it was fucking badass. Man, I can't believe what I just saw, man. That was fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It was really awesome. Okay. So, the things I'm going to talk about is the animation, the voice acting, the story, the everything else, whatnot. It's just what I saw firsthand is what I have to see a million more times. That's how great it was. Oh my god, like holy shit. Okay, so we start with a flashback of Samurai Jack going to pretty much was presumably the final time portal. So when he finds it, he jumps right in, and then Aku pulls him back out, and I'm like, what the hell? That is so weird. How can that even happen? Well, Aku is made of magic anyway, so I guess that can happen. But holy shit, that was ridiculous. It really was. And oh my god, that was heart-wrenching to see. Once he destroyed the final time portal, Jack just went berserk and he just let everything out. To the point that he was too blinded to see that, the sheep that Aku possessed was innocent the whole time. So Jack just slaughtered them without even giving a second thought, because his rage took over. Now his usual mind to protect the innocent. He didn't do that purpose, and so he was shocked to see that he actually killed those sheep or the lambs or the goats, mountain goats, to the point where he dropped his sword and then it just rolled down to the pit. Now, the interesting thing that he said while he and Ashi was looking for the sword in the bottom of the pit, because that giant owl bird flew them there, which was pretty neat. It really was, You get that touch between nature and stuff like that, friend of all animals and stuff like that. And yeah, that owl really loves Ashi too. But yeah. I ain't gonna lie, yeah. It was pretty it's pretty interesting what he said. It was like, I didn't lose the sword left me. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, that was touching. That sentence, that line, and Ashi was even shocked to hear that. 'Cause I like it how she didn't say like, what does he mean by that? Like, she didn't have to give it a second thought. She was like, oh, I know what you meant by right now, man. Like, I know that, Yeah, I mean, this was pretty much outlined in that sentence right there. So basically, Jack said that he doesn't know how long it was going to take. Ashi was like, I'll come with you, because she thought it was an adventure, but no, it wasn't. He just had to meditate. He just had to find his inner self, and he has to get himself back to normal through spiritual healing. That's exactly what he did. And Ashi was like, oh, I'll just wait here. That's exactly what she did. And then that's where the episode kicks off. She mowed those motherfuckers down, man. I'm like, oh my god. It was so fast. Oh my god. It was so crazy. I've watched anime, okay? They have some batshit crazy action scenes. What I just saw in that fucking episode was fucking loony. I'm like, what? How in the hell? How the hell did she mow down that? I'm like, what? What? Oh my, oh fuck! I was speechless. I was like, oh my god, oh my god! She started breaking her fucking limbs like fried chicken. Like, whew, that scene was something to behold. Like, y'all, if y'all are not watching this show, what the fuck are y'all doing? Oh my god, it is. Wow, that fucking action scene was one of the best scenes I've ever seen. Oh my god. But anyway, and while that was happening, it would jump cut to Samurai Jack making tea for some spiritual apparition, which takes the form of some wise monk. That's exactly what he did. You know, he made the tea and all that stuff, crushed some leaves, mixed it into some water, some hot water. Very quiet scene. And then we jump cut to Ashi kicking ass. You know, she's screaming and she's like she's like throwing bodies everywhere, ripping everybody apart. Holy shit. And then jump cut to the quiet scene, and then the monk was saying, you know, this tea is terrible. It lacks the one important thing, and that's balance. Jack has no balance, which is true, because once that happened, his subconscious, which we kept seeing sporadically throughout the whole season, was popping out of nowhere, and he looked like he looked like the you know, while Jack was about to kill, you know, the dogs of Aku and stuff like that, you know, in that process. It was that episode, I think it was like episode 3 of the 5th season. And you know how abstract he looked even more good. He looked even more grotesque. The chin looked like it was 85% of his whole head. Like it was Quagmire, except that it was even worse. I'm like, god damn that chin. And he was all red. And apparently that was the one thing that was holding Jack back, was his subconscious. That was just filled with rage, anger, confusion, and impatience, and suicidal thoughts as well. So, yeah, that happened. You know, Jack, you know, he gets rid of his subconscious forever. And then the gods, you know, Odin, Ra, and whoever else. That's the only gods that I've known of. Say that he is now worthy to kill Aku. And, you know, they zapped him. Amazing sequence, by the way. He dons the robe and all that, and he gets a magical shave and a haircut. And he raises the sword in the air like He-Man. And I'm like, oh, shit's about to go down. And that's exactly what he did. And now we're going to have to go back a scenes back, because that is right after that badass scene where she kills the army and stuff like that, while Jack is still meditating, you know, still trying to get his sword. Ashi sees smoke coming from the mountain. That's what it was, dust, and then she saw like a little arrow like sticking out somewhere, because, you know, she has sharp eyes. And then she looks and sees that somebody's about to kill Jack. So then she runs as fast as she can. She calls the giant bird creature, and that bitch started shooting arrows at Ashi and the bird. She was concerned about the bird's safety, so she just let go and she just flicked onto the mountain, and then she got the arrow in time. Then even more arrows came, and then she grabbed a huge ass rock, and then she protected Jack. I'm like, damn, that girl's strong, man. Holy crap. But damn, once we see who it is, it's her goddamn mom. And I was like, yes. I was hyped. Because like, I've been wanting to see this. There has to be a conclusion. In which I still think that it wasn't concluded yet. I think there's still a part 2 coming up. Oh my god. I was so fucking hyped. I really was. Man. And then this bitch of a mom, man. Oh my god. She comes out and say that you are always the weak one. I'm focused. You know, basically the same thing that she was saying at the beginning of episode 5 of the fifth season. And she's like, you know, we can fix that. And she hands Ashi a dagger and she says, kill the samurai before he awakes. And it's kind of like deja vu once you think about it, or deja blue. That was a bad joke. Anywho, Ashi says no. It was basically the same thing that they were some foreshadowing conversation in episode 5. That's how it basically went down. And then they started fighting. I was like, yes. You know, the mom takes off the robe and it reveals that she has the black skin too. She most likely donned the black skin when, you know, she shoved her daughters into the hot coals. So I guess she got the black skin as well, because, you know, once you see in the first episode, she doesn't have black skin. You know, when the cult members put on the robes and her robes after she gave birth to 7 kids, she didn't have any black skin. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, in this episode, she has black skin. So then they started fighting and all that stuff. We get to see, like, you know, things going off my mind. You know, how the Samurai Jack Reddit's going on saying extra thick and 30 minutes Shahoy is free. Excellent. While they were fighting and stuff like that, because, you know, they're always saying that they're extra thick. And it's like, yeah, the mom is extra thick as well, except that you can tell that she's sagging a little bit, but just leave it at that. So then, not predictably, because, you know, they were toe to toe fighting, and that bitch, the mom, had the audacity to say that you killed your sisters, Ashi, and you're helping the samurai. Like, what the fuck? She didn't kill her sisters. You basically raised them to kill the samurai, and you didn't raise them to help each other because, you know, apparently the weak have no place in the world and stuff like that. And that's the type of rhetoric that you instilled in your daughter's brains, which is the reason why they didn't help each other when they were getting their ass handed to them by the samurai. See what I'm getting? But anywho, yeah. So Ashi counters that back, and she's like, you raised us as weapons and stuff like that. You know, it was fast paced, but you can tell that, you know, it was supposed to come across as, you know, kind of tragic and stuff like that. It was sad too. But the mother lunges after Jack. Ashi takes an arrow and pierces the arrow through the mom's body, and then she falls off the cliff. All that good stuff. Ashi passes out, and, you know, Jack got the store in the road and everything. And when she wakes up in Jack's arms, it's just like, Jack, is that you? It's like, yes, it's me. And then Ashi's just like, you got your sword back. No, and you got a shave and a haircut. I'm like, whoa, okay. So yeah, Ashi's impressed by Jack's new look. So, I mean, I'll just say it like this. I mean, if the relationship between Jack and Ashi develops into a romantic one, then I'm really not going to be surprised. I mean, I'm still going to be against it because Jack really doesn't need, nor does Ashi really need that type of relationship. They really don't. I don't recommend that happening. So, and I don't want it to happen either. But if it does happen, then what else can you do? I mean, it'll be fine. I mean, they're both technically this. I'm just gonna say that they're physically the same age, but biologically, Jack is way much older than Ashi. Way much older, but it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, I mean, and that's the end of the episode. I mean, goddamn. The animation was on point. It really was. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The animation, it was pretty much better than what I saw in season in the past seasons and episodes. Yeah, that was the best animated episode ever. It really was. Like they really punched all stops in this episode. It really, I mean, goddamn. And not only that, but I just noticed, like, in the end credits, it was animated by Rough Draft Korea. The past episodes were animated by Digital Emation, so I'm like, whoa, okay, so they changed animation houses. No wonder why it looks better than the previous episodes. In terms of animation, pretty much. But, yeah. And voice acting, too. Greg Baldwin returns as Aku. And I've gotten used to his voice. He puts his own spin on Aku, which is pretty damn good. Very, very damn good. Phil Lamar as Samurai Jack. Once again, he kills it. He really does a great job as Jack's other self. But yeah, he really does. I mean, you gotta love Phil Lamar. And Tara Strong kicks ass again. I mean, she's Tara Strong. I mean, goddamn. Tara Strong's a legend in her own right. And Grey Griffin returns as the High Priestess. She also does a well done job. I mean, very, very, very well done on her voice. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, all the voice actors were really damn good in this episode. Of course, because they're seasoned voice actors. Which is why Tartakovsky always picks them. Always, if you notice that. Ever since, like, post Dexter's Laboratory, you know, he's picked Grey Griffin and Tara Strong. Tara Strong has been with Tartakovsky since the Powerpuff Girls and all that good stuff. And Phil Lamar has been with Tartakovsky since Dexter, I think. I think. I'm not sure, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's your voice acting. Like, it's great as always. It really was. Really was. I'm not gonna lie. What else am I gonna say? The story, yeah, we actually get more story this time. To be honest, it's more concise and stuff like that. We get to see how he lost his sword. We get to see how he gets it back. We get to see, the subplot being Ashi destroying the army and confronting her mother in the same fucking episode. I mean, whoa. This episode was literally jam-packed. And that's what I loved about this episode. It rocked. It rocked hardcore. I give this episode 10 out of 10, man. It's a fucking masterpiece. But yeah, I mean, that's all I can say about this episode. I mean, definitely the best episode yet. I'm so glad I didn't miss it because, I took my brother to get some ice cream from Sonic. And I was like, oh my God. Because I had to pick him up for Alley Cats. I was like, oh my God, we got 10 minutes. So, thank goodness we made it just in time to see practically the best episode so far of this season. I mean, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode and, in the comment section below. But yeah, very great, excellent episode. Goddamn. And let's don my glasses on, and I'm going to end this right here. So, peace out, y'all. Have a great day, and yeah, the usual.